So it is day 32 of my water fast, and we've got some really exciting things to talk about today. God answered my prayers, and Kevin Kolbe responded to my email first thing in the morning this morning. And so we're definitely going to talk about that and throw some shout outs. And then also our tip today, we're going to move into part 2 of acclimating back into food after breaking your 40-day fast. So we have that to look forward to. So this morning, God let me sleep in until 5:30. It was wonderful. I got up, I got into my yin, prayer, my Bible study, and ready to go. I was editing my content by 8:30 this morning. Now I had a pretty clear agenda for today, and regardless of whether Kevin responded to me or not, like, we had an agenda. I'm working with God. It's all happening. We're moving forward. We're staying focused. We've got our eye on the prize, and so we were moving forward. And but we prayed. So I had a pretty clear agenda this morning, and the agenda was to make sure that I had through day 25's content. So today I had 24 and 25 content left on my agenda for this week. So we really accelerated our productivity and our progress, and we definitely were gonna hit our goal as far as editing our content videos for up to 25. Now today is 32, and so we also wanted to make sure that we were organized and ready to go for next week's content editing. So it was kind of get organized, make sure that everything up to day 31 was organized in its folders. And then we were going to get lofty plans, and it was like, and I don't know how to do most of this. We were gonna figure it out. It was all gonna happen. And it's like, I wanted to re-upload video 3, add a thumbnail, figure out what end screen was, preview that, like just figure it out. We were going to decide how to import videos up to YouTube and then schedule them out, write out their descriptions, and kind of get them all ready to go. With all their links and their tags and all that stuff, we were going to do all of that administrative work today. But the thing is that we still didn't know exactly what to expect when we uploaded those videos. So it was going to take some time, right? It was going to take some time, but that's okay, because progress is progress. So we were in for a penny, right? So I had questions. I still had so many questions. So yesterday we prayed. We prayed in the video. We prayed that Kevin Kolbe would respond first thing in the morning, so that it would save us a lot of time as we made progress. And I knew that we were going to make progress with God. God works in so many ways. And so we prayed that Kevin Kolbe would respond. So you guys might remember him when I mentioned him on day 10 of my water fast. And I gave a shout out because on that day I uploaded my very first video up into YouTube. I created my YouTube account and was able to upload my first video, and it was all due to Kevin Kolbe and his video that was titled "Everything You Need to Know to Start a YouTube Channel Today." And I will link to that video in the description below, because I created my video, or my YouTube channel. I followed all of his guidance and his tips step by step and uploaded my first video based on that video. So I threw a shout out to Kevin Kolbe because I was able to do that with him. And then yesterday I had these questions and he came to my mind, and I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna reach out to Kevin Kolbe and see what he's got to say about this. And so yesterday, I sent him an email, and I'm going to read that to you. Hi, Kevin. Do you have a video on uploading and scheduling multiple videos once they are a finished product? I have a 40-day series I'm working on and want to schedule each video to post as public, one per day for 40 days. To confirm, will it say just uploaded based on the date it goes public, not on the date it is uploaded to YouTube, correct? I don't want it to be weeks old before anyone sees it. My content is edited. I've made thumbnails for each video. I've written descriptions for each, created Amazon affiliate links, but what am I missing? I know I need an end thumbnail. Do I upload this separate to YouTube as an end screen? Is this something I add to each video within my content editor? Do you have a checklist of things to make sure I do when launching a series of videos or simply launching one single video? I appreciate your help, Kevin. Chorus. This morning, I'm editing content until about 10 o'clock or about 9:45 at my apartment, and I go straight to the library. And the moment I sit down at the library, I get a response from Kevin, 10:04 a.m. And this is his response. Hey Chorus, thanks for your email. Great questions. I cover a lot of that in several videos I've done. Here's a link to a playlist you may want to hang on to and take some time to watch. I put them in an order to help someone go from idea to video. The playlist is titled How to Start a YouTube Channel. Keep creating, Kevin Kolbe. Now I click on this link, and it covers everything from A to Z. It includes videos titled 5 Key Things to Do Before Doing a YouTube Video, Everything to Know About Uploading YouTube Videos, 7 Key Things to Do After Uploading to YouTube, How to Add Clickable Links to YouTube Video Descriptions, How to Verify Your Account and Why You Should, Can You Replace a YouTube Video? Can you edit a YouTube video after upload? Everything from A to Z, this guy just hands to me, and things that I had not considered are also included in this. Very easy to digest, very easy to understand. So step by step, I learned new things about thumbnails, descriptions, affiliate links, end screen, which was my original email. I didn't even know what those were, but wow, I love this feature. I absolutely love this feature. In fact, in my book, it says YouTube, end of video thumbnail, prompting next video or previous video. Like I was questioning, like, how do I do that? I made a note so I could teach myself how to do that. And then end screen, this is how you do it. And it's a feature that's included in YouTube. So it's like super helpful and it's really cool. And Kevin lays it out in such an easy way that I am on my face. I can't wait to try this out. It also teaches me how to schedule videos. So it answers all my questions about scheduling videos, how to add them to a playlist, that they'll be public as soon as it's their published date, but I can keep them private for now. So that's amazing. And so I can literally schedule them out as far in advance as I want to. How cool is that? And then YouTube has an editor. Like it actually has a video editor built in. So once you upload a video, you can edit your videos that you've already posted to make like little corrections in those videos. I had no idea. So that's super helpful and cool because nobody's perfect, right? And so there are these little things you can edit. You can also just create a little bit more content and post a second video if you have other things that you wanted to add to that video. It's just really helpful tool. So these are the things that I was able to learn today because of the playlist that Kevin sent to me. I'm gonna actually include a link to the playlist that Kevin posted, and that playlist is titled How to Start a YouTube Channel. So I'm going to include that link in the description below, and that, by the way, also includes the everything you need to know to start a YouTube channel today video. So, but I will make that one separate because that's how I started and I want you guys to start too. So it just makes it super easy. Kevin has kind of like made it really simple for people over 40 to start a YouTube channel. And I think he does a really good job of helping anybody of any age, but he targets his audience for people over 40 like myself. And so I just find him super helpful. I still have a lot to learn, but he is a wealth of information. Kevin, I absolutely love you. 10 out of 10 recommend. What a stellar guy, super responsive. We all know how big on like people who follow through and who follow up, how important that is to me. So this guy is like really like right here on my heart. I cannot say enough good things about him. It's just super relaxed and super chill. Like he's a lot of fun, and he like wants you to have a lot of fun too. So like don't take life too seriously, don't take yourself too seriously. He's got a lot of information to share with you about like the types of, you know, equipment to use and, you know, all of this encouraging stuff. So I fully recommend that you just start to follow him, you watch his videos, and you get to learn things too, because he's teaching me a lot, like a lot. And he's super responsive, so if you have specific questions, he'll respond to you. I am really only where I am today because of God and Kevin Kolbe. So thank you so much, Kevin. I appreciate and just heart you so much. So our tip for today is phase 2 or step 2 to or 3 really, to acclimating our bodies to accept food again. After 40 days is a long time to not consume food. And so remember that it's not only acclimating our stomach and getting our stomach ready to consume solid food, but it is also our alimentary canal that we need to condition to accept solid food again. So remember, our alimentary canal, our esophagus, our stomach, our small intestine, our large intestine, it's all a muscle. And those muscles have slightly atrophied because we've not used them. So it's really important to first and foremost remineralize our bodies and replenish our alkaline mineral reserves, which we will do through a series of first introducing bone broths and vital vegetable mineral broths first, and then graduate to fresh vegetable juices, which are full of alkaline minerals, so our electrolytes. We are going to replenish our alkaline mineral reserves through fresh vegetable juices, and that's just a little bit more substantial than broth. And then we are going to move to solid food. Now, how we do that is important. The first introduction of solid foods will be lightly steamed fruits and vegetables. Shredded carrots, lightly steamed. Lightly steamed shredded beets. I've got a recipe for a really great carrot and beet, like a shredded carrot and beet salad, but lightly steamed. We are not consuming raw right now. We cannot tolerate raw right now. So it'll be like poached or baked apples, roasted carrots or beets, just very soft vegetables and fruits, but nothing raw. That's too substantial for us right now. It is then that we will graduate to fresh raw foods after, and everyone is different. It depends on how long you've fasted, but if you are fasting for 40 plus days, this is a slower process. You must be at ease, be calm, and be willing to just be paced. We'll move into fresh raw vegetables. So raw orange slices, fresh orange slices in the morning. A fresh avocado smashed. A fresh green salad with 2 or 3 cooked vegetables on it. And then after a day or 2 of this, we can move to a fresh raw salad with, 2 or 3 raw vegetables on it. We can then add a couple of pine nuts to it and acclimate to, say, nut or seed butters in the morning. So it's that's kind of the gradual process on how we're going to acclimate our bodies back to food again, but it's not all at once. It's a very slow and gradual process depending on how your body responds to it. Give it time to respond. Give your muscles time to acclimate and recondition and get back into a working condition. Make sure you're promoting bowel movements by drinking plenty of water. And then it's dairy, so that you could add yogurt for breakfast and cottage cheese with your avocado for lunch. So dairy, and then it's meats, but in that order. In that order, and not meat and dairy at the same day. It's just in that order. I personally am actually following Dr. Jensen's Guide to Better Bowel Management, his 7-week rebuilding program following this cleanse. I want to promote a healing crisis. I want my body to continue to heal using things that I've already been using. So the tips that I've included, they are part of this program. Skin brushing, slant boarding, your supplements, all of that. But he has a very specific supplement schedule that he lays out for me in his book, and I will be following this supplement schedule. So I will be following his supplement schedule that includes digestive enzymes and vitamin C's, and I'll talk about this, but I'll be following his supplement schedule, and then continuing to drink vital vegetable mineral broths in between meals. And then, as you know, God has told me that protein drinks are a part of my schedule. And so that is part of portions. Portions are a very big part of after this cleanse. And so, as I've mentioned in the past, I'm not ready for to cook and manage portions right now. So I will be using, after juices, I will be going into his supplement schedule, his vital vegetable mineral broths, and protein drinks. And that's my schedule. That's kind of how I'm going to consume food for a while. And then I will bring your solid foods, your lightly cooked vegetables and things like that once I have a week or two on these very strict portion controlled like protein drinks, and then their vital mineral broths. So that's kind of how I intend to break fast. But I wanted to kind of lay out for you, for those of you who are going to move forward and consume, your regular diets, I wanted to lay out for you how to kind of gradually get your system into a point where it can accept new food again. I know that there are people out there that have done 40-day fasts, and then they show their before and afters and all of that, but where are they today? I completed a 40-day fast at the beginning of this year, and I had gained 15 pounds back. I was 142 pounds when I started this cleanse again, and I am going to crack the code on how to cleanse and then sustain your weight loss and gradually rebuild muscle so that you can accept new foods and increase your caloric intake without gaining, without inflaming again, flaming up. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. We'll see how that goes. But I wanted to share these tips with you. I want you to have insight in how to healthfully and safely acclimate your diet back to solid foods again. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. I absolutely would love for you to like and subscribe. If you enjoy my channel and you would like to support me, please like and subscribe. But again, thank you so much for watching How to Save My Life. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.